E aí, pessoal, beleza? Hello, people. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello, hello, guys. Hello, teacher Leo. Yeah, yeah, bro. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Mm, mm.
Hello,
Ah,
teacher Rafa. How's
right
it
now
going?
it works. Hello, teacher Leo. How are you, my friend?
Well, for the past several hours, I had been a little bit overwhelmed, but right now I think everything's under control.
Hallelujah. Hello. Hello, Carol. How are you?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, people. So
Well,
feel free, whoever you are, how's it going? Make yourselves at
oh,
home.
hello, Aline,
My friend
Coutinho.
Aline, hello, sis. How's it going?
Hello, Carol is my friend.
Yes, hello, Carol.
Um,
Hi, Leo, my friend from Campinas, São Paulo.
hello,
Hello.
Juliana
He's a flight
Seles.
attendant. Yeah, and he also speaks English. He's here to learn a little bit with us.
Oh, it's very cool.
My friend
I will write.
Juliana, how's it going, dear? My friend
I
from São
will,
Paulo.
teacher Leo, I will write down the topic here, okay?
Okay, whenever you're ready,
Uh,
teacher Rafa.
okay, I'm right. I'm right.
That's
The
okay, no
process
problem.
of learning English, right?
Okay, right now we'll be talking for the next minutes about the process of learning English. So shall lead the lead to you.
Okay, okay. Guys, today we will talk about the process, right? How to learn a language. I think that it's very important. You know that it's not something that's very fast. I just reach and one day I learn you everything. No, no, it's not in that way. It's something that we have to dedicate. We have to know how um, to have a methodology. We have to continue, right? Every single day, how to learn, what's the our goals, and why we talk in English, why we would like to learn, to write, to listen, these kind of things. And
Yeah, right.
and yes, and in the first topic that I would like to talk about is the objective. Teacher Leo,
Yep.
um, when you see when you are teaching someone, um, do you this person, right?
Okay.
Would you like to learn? Do you see that they know what are the goals and why? It's easy to the process. You know that it's a good way or no. What do you think about these goals to define a goal?
Okay, teacher Rafa. Well, it depends on the situation because all of my students are already aware of the importance of setting goals before studying English, right? Because if you are studying English only for curiosity, well, it's nice, it's very nice, but generally, it is important to be aware of some of the main important things before learning English. So it doesn't matter if you feel like traveling abroad, if you feel like being an exchange student, or even if you just want to understand your favorite songs, series on Netflix, for example, you gotta like set the goals first and understand one of the most important things we're about to talk in the next minutes, which is the consistency. Because people, teacher Rafa, I don't know if you like have already gone through this kind of situation, but so many people, I hear this on a daily basis. So many people feel like learning English in a short term. which is not very nice. Because if you create too many expectations in a short period of time, you won't have been fluent within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and etc.
No, no, no. Yes, my friend, you are right because um I think that to define a goal, it's very important because for me, I would
Absolutely.
when I see that someone speaks English, I think that oh, it's very cool. I would like to understand why this person is talking about, and I think that I would like to learn because every time that I would like to speak to a foreign person, for example, or to talk to you right now, for example. And I think that it's really cool that when we see um, um, how to understand what the person is talking about, and I think that
Yeah.
oh, it's we open a big world for us, right? Because we see that I can understand I study, I can understand a topic, and I think that it's really cool when we understand when we see that because I don't know if you know it, um, the best
Yes.
information about it's in English. The
Yes.
best in our subject, for example, in design, for example, it's when I would like to search, for example,
Yes.
a wall, for example, of a background,
Mm-hmm.
background wave, background,
Yes.
whatever. And I see
Yes.
that it's really important to know English because of it.
Yes.
And yeah, and I see that it's really important. And other thing that I would like to know from you that
Okay, go for
what's
it.
the big difficulty to learn English? What do you think that when you see, I would like to learn, but these students they are not get a progress in their studies. What do you see during your classes?
Okay, teacher Rafa, this subject is really important to talk it over because I've been advising all of my students, especially in order to make progress, they first need to. Is everything okay, teacher Rafa?
Yeah, yeah, yes. I
Okay,
was just
okay,
waiting someone
okay,
here.
okay. I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on with the live. Okay, this is my first time I've been in a live streaming. I've never been to one
Don't
before,
worry.
and I hope everything turns out fine. Oh my God. Okay, as I was saying, teacher Rafa, in order to make progress, I've been advising all of my students to keep practicing their English by first watching series, listening to music, especially if you're watching movies or series on TV, if you're following your favorite series, with at least subtitles in English. This is one of the most important things, okay? With subtitles in English, because it won't work if you set the language in Portuguese and watch only with the subtitles in English. You gotta learn, you gotta understand how is the spoken English by native speakers so that you'll be learning your comprehension, your pronunciation. Even if you are an elementary student, certainly it is required that you pay attention at all of the ways they speak, the pronunciation, the vocabulary, the new words, and probably if you don't understand a particular word expression, write that down so that in your next class you can ask your private teacher. Okay. Second, another great method I've been advising my students to do is to simply speak English. There's no secret, guys, because it won't work if you make excuses for practicing. Oh, I'm running out of time. Or even, I work every day. I don't have time to practice English. No, you are building up obstacles in your on your learning process, which is not a very nice attitude. I'm sorry, because if you wanna compromise yourself to learning English, you gotta be responsible. One of the most important subjects.
Mhm.
Okay, so the second tip I've been advising my students to practice is to write down your answers if you face any difficulty when speaking. For example, let me get the following question. What did you do last weekend? Teacher Rafa, it's impressive when I ask this question for some of my students because they look at me like this. Teacher, I don't understand, calm down. And I'm like, okay, hold your horses. Everything's gonna be okay, right? So I just asked, what did you do last weekend? Do you know what the answer to me? I slept. Guys, you only
Oh
sleep.
my
Come
God.
on. You only sleep. Come
Just it.
on. Just sleep. They don't. My
Just,
students sleep
just
all the time.
I slept.
Yes, I
Oh my
slept.
God.
Yes,
Oh my
and
God.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, I understand, teacher Rafa. Sometimes people
Mhm.
get too nervous when speaking English, and that's quite acceptable because if you get too overwhelmed, just like I had been in a previous in a couple of hours ago, but everything's fine now. You just gotta practice, okay? Like a preparation first, okay? So, what did you do last weekend? Okay, first of all, if you are a beginner, like A1 level, the beginner, if you guys get me, you won't be able to answer that question because you don't know the proper vocabulary for that kind of question. And some people tend to think, okay, just like you've mentioned before, teacher Rafa, I understood what they said, so I think I know English. No, because if you can't
Mhm.
speak, it's the same as nothing. I'm sorry to mess everything up. I'm sorry for messing up your dreams, but just be more realistic, okay? If you are a beginner, focus on what you're learning, okay? So, for
Mhm.
example, getting back to the previous question, what did you do last weekend? So, teacher, I don't know how to answer this question because I want to say everything what's in my mind. I want to, talk about things that I don't know. So, I get too carried away when I tend to speak in English. So, hold your horses. Take 3 deep breaths before answering the question, and then just be like this. If you are an A2, the elementary, the full elementary, the pre-intermediate level, I guess
Mhm.
you'll be able to answer that question. So, last weekend, I had a blast with my friends. So we were hanging out together at a bar. We danced. There were so many people at the bar, and they were laughing. They were talking about their personal lives. Did you see how I could answer that question properly? So use what you know. Okay, just
Mhm.
focus on what you're learning. Okay,
Just
but
with
okay, sorry.
uh,
Okay, you go.
just with simple sentence, right?
Yes.
I went to a bar and I
Mm-hmm.
talked to friends.
That's
Just simple, just simple sentence that we could answer a simple question, right? Right? What did you do last weekend? Yes,
yes.
you are very right. You are right because uh, when we speak what we are thinking, it's very important to know that how we are learning because we see that I know this word, I know this sentence, and I could improve more and more. I could to change, right
Yeah.
to if I say that um our words, right? And I see that, oh, I could see another word or another sentence to substitute
Yeah.
this, and I think that it's really important. And my
Oh,
friend, could continue what you are talking about.
no problem, teacher Rafa. You're totally right. You have a point when you said like, um, don't be on your in your comfort zone because, for example, another issue that might have been struggling for the English learners is when they overthink too much, as you've told us before. Teacher, when you ask me, what did you do last weekend? I'm only going to use the words I know, right? Since you are at elementary level. But the problem is, if you go up to another level, which is the B1, the intermediate level, you just can't behave yourself like an elementary one. Okay? Do you know what I mean, guys? Let me give an example. An elementary student would answer just like we showed here the example. So, what did you do last weekend? Last weekend, I was hanging out right at the bar with my friends and etc. And go on. Okay? The elementary just like that. But the intermediate one should use different vocabulary, okay? Especially if their teachers teach them how to use the words properly, okay? So this is the point.
Hmm. And that's why it's very important to practice English every single day. And
Yeah, on a
and
daily
I
basis. Yeah, right, indeed.
yeah, and I see that when you practice English, for example, our WhatsApp group, right? It's
Yes,
very cool that when we see uh, other person talk, other person speak English, because we see that how this accent, how can I understand Indian or Russian or other accent? It's very important. Do you
it might be
do you
challenging
know
sometimes
other?
to understand the Indian. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. It might be sometimes challenging to understand the Indian accent, but you have a point. Don't be afraid, guys, of speaking and understanding English. Go on, teacher Raf. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. And I think that it's very important to know that other people, because we see that how they pronounce
Yeah.
the words. When we see that how our listening is very important, when we listen, when we understand what this person is talking about. And I think that it's really important. And as we are in Brazil, do
Mhm.
you know that other methods, other ways
Yeah.
to study, or no, other ways? Do you can you give us other ways, please?
Of course, teacher Raf. It's a pleasure to spread out knowledge because before starting out your English course, it is important to know a couple of information because as we had started out speaking in the beginning of the live, too many people around the Brazil they feel like starting out their English course just because at the end of the year they're gonna travel abroad, they're gonna be an exchange student, or even anything else they feel like doing, whatever they want to do. Okay, but
Mhm,
they don't have the consistency. Do you know what I mean, teacher Rafa? The consistency. Let me show. Let me give an example.
mhm.
Let's pretend I am the student number one, and I'm interested in learning English with you, teacher Rafa. It's been a pleasure to get to know you. Your methodology, your price is good. But let me tell you what. At the end of the year, I'm gonna travel abroad, or I'm gonna be an exchange student, right? So I gotta be fluent within 2 months. What do you think?
Oh
Yes,
my
your reaction is just like mine, okay? And I do it like this. What planet do I live? Because probably I might have, you know, said something
Impossible
very bad to
mention.
someone. Probably this person has cursed me, right? So I am a straightforward guy, not personally saying, but as a professional. My answer: don't create too many expectations in a short time, in a short term, because you're gonna get frustrated. Nobody becomes fluent in English with only a minimum amount of effort. That is, some people even think, okay, I just gotta be English because I'm gonna sit down on the sofa, cross my arms, and believe this blessing will come to my life from heaven to earth with a minimum amount of effort. That's not right, man. Come on, wise yourself up. Come on. So, all you need to do is to understand the importance of being patient, responsible, and have consistency. I mean, if you begin studying English, you gotta go up to the end. Okay, because I don't know if you've already gone through this kind of situation. When someone hires you as their private tutor and they say, okay, I gotta be fluent in English within 3 months because at the end of the year I gotta travel, and people get desperate and even more impatient. So, I mean, teachers don't do miracle because this is not possible, right? You haven't been born speaking Portuguese, right? With the English language,
Mhm.
that won't happen. Okay? So be patient, you study a lot, practice, especially your speaking. Remember the tip I've given to you guys. If you have like that question your private teacher asked during your speaking class, because a good English class requires a speaking class. Okay? If you teach your students how to speak English, that's great. Congratulations, way to go. But if you're not, what are you waiting for? Make your students speak in English. Don't be afraid. Oh, teacher, I get too nervous. That's okay. Chill out. Nobody's gonna chop your head off. Come on, calm down. Okay. So just let it be. Get the question. What did you do last weekend? Okay, try pretend there's someone in front of you, just like I'm doing right now. Okay, pretend you're telling this story to someone or your best English speaking friend, and then keep practicing. Repeat again. Okay, so I think I need to improve my pronunciation. Repeat your answer again. Okay, last weekend I hanged out with my friends at a bar. Okay, as soon as you finish practicing your speaking, just do an overall review. Like, try to make sure you're using the proper words, the proper pronunciation, and especially if you are an upper intermediate speaking, English speaking speaker, I'm sorry. Um, Try to pay attention at the vocabulary, at the proper words you're using, okay? Because we don't want to be in your comfort zone, right?
Mhm. Oh, very, very cool. And I see that two things that you say it's really important. Not don't be impatient because
Yeah.
it's something that it's very dangerous when we are impatient to
Mm-hmm.
learn. As you said, 2 months speak English.
That's not possible at
Very,
all.
it's impossible. But when we every single day know how to speak English. For example, I would like no, I know how to say how are you, and I know that to go to somewhere. It's something that it's really good when we know our goals in a small months, right? For example,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know some expressions, some basic expressions, but when we would like to speak English fluently in 2 months, it's something that's very dangerous, as you said, that because we are getting frustrated because
Yes.
of it, very frustrated because we see that, oh, I'm very dumb because I don't know how
Yes,
to learn.
the low self-esteem, because people, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you, teacher,
No,
because this
don't
is
worry,
so
don't worry.
important to say to people. Guys, it's not because you think you've made one single mistake that you're gonna say, I'm the dumbest person of this planet because I'm the worst student ever. Stop doing that. You're ruining yourself. So if you are raising a low self-esteem, stop. That's not right because nobody's perfect. But if you are facing any kind of difficulty, it is important that you look for a solution for your problem because nobody has been born uh, like a Mr. Know-it-all. I don't know if you get it. Like, this is an expression when someone thinks they know everything, you can say, oh, you Mr. Know-it-all. So chill out, take it easy, be patient, study, okay? And especially, I like to use this example. Let's suppose you are about to take an English exam, okay? A 10-question English exam. Uh, you you did 9 questions correctly, but you failed in only one, as we were talking about that, so many people would say, "Oh my God, what did I do? Just because I failed in one single question," and they simply don't look at the other nine ones they did correctly, right? They need to change this mindset, okay? Work in your self esteem, okay? Think you are capable of going beyond what you imagine, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it's very important that to change our mind, to change how we think about this situation, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I noticed that during my journey to speak English,
Yeah.
a lot of people in the group that or a friend of mine, he or she he or she they always correct me, but with love, right? Because they see
Uh-huh.
that, Rafa, keep calm. Let's learn together this expression or try to speak better. For example, the tongue, correct your tongue in this word. And I think that
Mm-hmm.
it's really important when we have this help, right? When we have this person,
A
when you
feedback
have
like.
this friend or teacher, right, like us, to correct you, because it's really really important for me. For me, it's really really important.
Yeah.
And my friend, I would like to know that,
Okay.
when
I'm
you will
excited.
learn
Okay, hit me with the questions.
when you learn English, right? Um, there is a teacher or a friend of you practice your English to you see that, oh, this person correct you when you speak, or do you know, or do you learn it alone or in a course? How is your process?
Okay, by the time you were asking that question, I had thought the following. Okay, generally, I correct people. People never correct me, but teacher Rafa. Yeah, I correct people
Mhm,
generally because I'm a too
mhm,
demanding teacher. My students already know that. I'm kidding. I love you
mhm.
guys. I love you guys. I'm kidding. But it's important, teacher Rafa. I'm a very driven teacher. Guys, if you know the meaning of the word, if you don't know the meaning of the word driven, means self-dedicated, self-focused, okay, driven, okay? So I
Driven.
tend to be a very driven teacher because, as you've mentioned before, teacher, it is important to correct in a lovely and tender way without offending the other person because some people get too, yes, driven, yes, right, this is the new word, okay, a self-motivated, a focused teacher, driven, okay, very well. And guys, if you don't know, I'm sorry if I'm speaking too fast because sometimes I get too carried away, and if you guys don't understand a vocabulary or even a word and expression, write that down and you can go and you can contact me, okay, that I'll teach you. As I was saying, teacher Ralph, it is important, it is required that we correct people, their pronunciation in a lovely way without offending the other person, okay? Because a few people might get offended. Oh, you are correcting me. I know English like this. And this is not very nice, man. That's not a very nice attitude of theirs. Because it doesn't make sense if you are studying English with a teacher and you have this attitude like you think you're better than the other person who's trying to teach you the right way. Stop studying. Being straightforward. Stop studying, right? I'm kidding, but
Mhm.
guys, so pull yourselves together, right? Pull yourselves together. So, teacher is only trying to teach you the right way of speaking, right? So, this is the main point. I totally do go along with everything you said, teacher Rafa. Nothing to add anymore.
because I feel because I think that it's uh, really important, as you said, that we have to teach with love right now,
Yeah.
with ignorance, to see that, oh, you wrong
Mm-hmm.
this way, let's correct it, because it's really important. And I don't know if you have this problem, but some friend of mine, when they know me, when I say that, I'm English teacher, the person,
I'm what? I'm
but
sorry.
the person, huh? Oh my gosh, I don't believe that I can't speak English with you, and I think that, huh? Why? And the person, because you speak English, you will correct me,
Oh my
and I see
god.
that no, I'm English teacher. I teach you. I will teach you with lovely. Don't
Yeah.
worry, my friend. And the
Yeah.
person, oh my gosh, no. Do you have this same problem?
Sometimes, now and then, a few students of mine are too afraid of speaking in front of me because they think I'm the self-death with that thing. I don't know, the death, Amorti.
The
Okay,
death.
the self, yeah,
Mhm.
the death, because they think I'm gonna kill them. No, I'm not a strict teacher, like a bad guy. No, I am a driven teacher, as I taught you the correct word. But guys, honestly, I'm teaching you the right way with love. Sometimes my way of expressing myself might be a little straightforward because people already know the way I am. But I tend to teach with a dynamic process, as well as interacting with my students in a funny way, like making them laugh, making them feel comfortable, especially teacher. I don't know if you've already gone through that kind of situation, but when my students get to the oral exam, they're like, I'm gonna die, teacher. Oh, it's too many things for me to study. Could we do later? And I'm like, no, definitely not. You've got all the time to study, right? Within 1 week, I want to see you rocking on the oral exam, okay? Repeat with me. You are capable. You can do it. And they're like, okay.
Oh my gosh, you are really cool, my friend.
Thank you. You're
Um,
too.
thank you. And my friend, let's finish right now. And I would like to ask you something that would you like to speak now to say that other advice your contact because I would like that to give you this time right to you promote yourself and to give other advice to our students here because that I can say that another thing too because after you.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
all ears.
Okay. Um, and I see that it's very important. Um, we study every single day, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
we shouldn't give up. Because if you will give up in this beginning of the process, we won't learn English properly, right? Because if we are learning every single day that a TV show or a music, something, for example, when we lose this opportunity to speak to other person,
Of
I
course.
think that I think that it's really important when we practice every single day, when we see that how can we express ourselves. It's really important because a language is for us to read, to write, listen to, and I think that it's really important. We use this we sorry we use
That's
a
okay, no
language as
problem. Take your time.
when we use a language as a tool, right? Because English, every almost every the world have English as a language to communicate, right?
Yes,
And I see that it's really important we have this language as a tool, right? When we see that, oh, I can learn this book and I can, for example, listen a show, listen, for example, a presentation or a class, right? And I think that it's really important not give up.
yes.
Um, every time try to learn in an app, right?
Yep.
In an app and English class, like we both, right? Because we teach English or YouTube. I have a YouTube channel that's called Rafa do Inglês,
Subscribe
and
his YouTube channel, guys. And if you guys feel like having private classes with him, this guy is sick. No, he's not sick like he has a sore throat or a fever. This is a slang, guy. So he's sick like he's an amazing person, right? So one more expression for
oh,
you. He's a sick man. And if you guys want to have
oh,
private classes
okay.
with me, I'm here for you because Productions Teacher Leo is here to make your dreams come true with Teacher Rafa cooperating together.
Oh, thank you so much. And I think that it's really important not give up every time we have when you have the opportunity. Use this opportunity to learn, to express,
Yes.
and that's my last advice to all of you guys that
Mhm.
don't give up every time that try to see a subject in English. For example, I like to meditation, and I will search that how to meditate, and we have these instructions
How to
in English.
meditate without sleeping. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, you read it too. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
Yes.
And I think that it's really important to search something that's in English, and I will give you this opportunity right now, teacher Leo, please.
Okay, okay. All right. To sum it up, guys, just wait until 5 minutes more because we're almost finishing our live. Okay. Okay. This is the last topic. This is one of the most important one in my point of view. Well, practically, teacher Alpha, you've talked about one of the most important subjects so far. If you feel like learning English or even practicing English in your home after your English classes, I highly recommend not to do that alone because you can do that alone only if you are already studying English with a private tutor. Okay, that's why we are here to teach English because it wouldn't make any sense if we uh, weren't here, right? That's why it's our duty, it's our profession. So right after your English class, just try to practice English by listening to music, as you suggested, people, watching series and movies with subtitles in English, because if I happen to find it out you guys are watching movies and series in Portuguese, I'm gonna be your worst nightmare. I'm kidding, okay, guys? I'm kidding. Okay? No Portuguese, right? I'm a straightforward person. No Portuguese at all. We don't speak Portuguese. Only if I try to incorporate the Portuguese accent. It's very funny. But okay, in another moment we can do it. Right, getting back to the main point. Okay. So, especially if you are too nervous, especially if you get too nervous when speaking in front of your private tutor. So, just do everything we've suggested you guys. Write down your answers, read out loud. Okay, read out loud, and then try to pretend there's someone in front of you, like your friend, your English speaking friend, to communicate with them, right? But enough is enough. You should, for at least, set your language of your telephone in English as well. It's a great tip, okay? Because um, you can keep in touch with the English language on your telephone, especially if someone is calling you. You can see how is the written and spoken English. If you don't have the opportunity to communicate with a native English speaker, don't worry. Teacher Rafa and I are here to show you online platforms you guys can access whenever you want to practice English with native English speakers. I don't remember the name of it, but I can post on my Instagram stories later, and you, teacher Alpha, please share with them. So I do know one platform in order to make people practice their English with native English speakers, people from all over the world. Okay, and you can communicate, interact, and even choose your English level. For example, it doesn't matter if you are an elementary English speaking person. Uh, you can practice like the simple questions. So, introduce yourself in English. For example, my name is Teacher Leo. I'm 25 years old. I might be a little bit crazy, but that's okay. I'm from Rosario, São Paulo. Okay, interact in English. Okay, don't be afraid because take my advice because I've learned the hard way. The only language you can speak fluently is the one you're never afraid of making mistakes.
Whoa, bam.
That moment when the audience is giving me the claps. Okay, come on, guys. I'm
And the app
kidding.
that I I said that is Speak, right? It's one of the app that
Mm-hmm.
we can find people from another countries, right? To
Oh,
practice
that's
English
great.
speaking. Yes, if you would like uh, to to search, right? To see that I would like to practice another person. It's a good app. And my friend, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Oh,
It's
my
really
pleasure.
good moments.
Oh,
It's really good moments.
yeah, these
Thank you
moments
so
have
much.
been so great that it's too bad that we're almost finishing because we gotta get back to our duties, right? But Teacher Rafa, I
Mhm.
must thank you for this great opportunity. I've never been to a live streaming on my life before, especially in English. So I'm sorry if I've probably made an English mistake because I'm a human being. You are also a human being. We are here to learn together, to spread out knowledge, as well as making money online. I'm sorry, I'm kidding. We're not a rich person. I'm kidding. No, guys, seriously, I'm talking. It's a pleasure to help people achieve this so-called objectives in life, which is English, because English is not a matter of culture anymore. It's a necessity. So don't give up. Rely on your private teachers, and don't forget about our advices. Right?
Right. Thank you so much. And
My
bye bye.
pleasure. Bye bye, Teacher Ralph. My pleasure.
Bye bye. How can I go out of here? Because I don't know. I think that it's
Just click on the
here.
X button.
Okay. End video. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
bye bye.
Bye, teacher.